You stand in a long line inside the U.S. airport arrivals hall. The fluorescent lights buzz overhead. Your green card rests inside your passport. After months abroad visiting family, you finally step forward to the CBP officer. He scans your documents. His expression tightens. He types rapidly. Then he says the words that make your stomach drop. Please come with me to secondary inspection. Your heart starts racing. In the next few minutes, everything you built, your home, your career, your family's future in America, feels uncertain. One unclear answer, one missing document, and this officer can begin a detailed review that puts your permanent resident status under scrutiny. This is not a distant scenario. This is happening right now to green card holders returning in 2026. But here is what many immigrants do not fully understand until they experience it. Updated 2026 travel monitoring procedures have changed how absences are reviewed. Expanded biometric tracking by Customs and Border Protection now creates a detailed digital record of every entry and exit. This system highlights extended trips and can trigger additional review to determine whether a person has maintained their permanent residence. You are about to learn how this process works, the common pitfalls during inspection, and the practical steps that help protect your status and allow you to move forward confidently. Customs and Border Protection, or CBP, manages all U.S. ports of entry. As a green card holder, you are a lawful permanent resident. You generally have the right to return to the United States, but the law also requires that you maintain your primary residence here. Beginning in late 2025 and expanding through 2026, CBP broadened its biometric entry-exit program. Officers now capture photographs of non-citizens, including green card holders, upon both entry and departure at airports, land crossings, and seaports. This creates a precise timeline of time spent outside the country. The system links travel history with other government records. Officers can review how long you were abroad with greater accuracy than before. Here is where many people misunderstand the process. A valid green card does not automatically guarantee a brief inspection. CBP officers are authorized to evaluate whether a returning permanent resident has maintained ties to the United States. They may review travel patterns to determine whether there are signs of abandoning residence. Even trips under 6 months can raise follow-up questions if combined with other factors. The scrutiny increases with longer absences. Stays of 6 months or more often result in more detailed questioning. Officers may ask about your home in the United States, your employment, tax filings, and family ties. If your answers are unclear or inconsistent, you may be referred to secondary inspection for further review and documentation checks. A common mistake during questioning is volunteering excessive information. Travelers sometimes become nervous and begin offering lengthy explanations about life abroad. Without intending to, they may describe circumstances that suggest stronger ties outside the United States than inside. Inconsistent answers can lead to deeper review. Problems can arise when absences, employment history, and tax records do not align. In serious situations, a finding of abandonment could lead to placement in removal proceedings before an immigration judge. Future immigration benefits may also become more complicated if records reflect prolonged or unexplained absences. However, it is important to understand that legal protections exist. CBP cannot permanently revoke lawful permanent resident status on the spot without due process. If abandonment is alleged, you generally have the right to have your case heard before an immigration judge. You also are not required to sign Form I-407, Record of Abandonment of Lawful Permanent Resident Status, without understanding its consequences. Signing that form voluntarily relinquishes your green card. You may request time to consult with an immigration attorney before making such a decision. Another protective tool is a re-entry permit filed on Form Y-131 before departing the United States. A valid re-entry permit provides strong evidence that you intended to maintain U.S. residence during extended travel and may allow absences of up to 2 years without presumption of abandonment based solely on time outside the country. Preparation is essential. Follow these steps to reduce risk during inspection. Step 1. Remain calm and respectful at all times. Provide clear and concise answers. Do not argue and do not volunteer unnecessary details. Step 2. Present your passport and green card promptly. If you have a valid re-entry permit, provide it as well. Keep documents demonstrating U.S. ties readily available, such as recent tax returns, pay statements, lease or mortgage records, employer letters, and utility bills. Offer them if requested. Step 3. If referred to secondary inspection, listen carefully and respond factually. When asked about your trip, give a short, accurate explanation, including the duration and purpose. Emphasize your ongoing residence and employment in the United States if applicable. Step 4. If officers suggest that you abandoned residence or present documents for signature, read everything carefully. If you are unsure, clearly state that you would like to speak with an immigration attorney before signing. Do not sign forms you do not understand. Step 5. Before any future trip expected to last more than 6 months, consider applying for a re-entry permit while physically present in the United States and complete biometrics before departure. Maintain strong documentation of continuous employment, tax filings as a resident, and family or property ties. Step 6. After returning, continue filing taxes correctly as a resident, update your address with USCIS when required, and maintain documentation that demonstrates the United States remains your permanent home. These actions help demonstrate intent to reside permanently in the country. Inspection technology will likely continue to expand. Additional ports are using facial recognition and automated data checks. Immigration, tax, and travel records are increasingly interconnected. Travel patterns today may be reviewed later during green card renewal or naturalization. Careful record keeping and consistent compliance with the law are essential. Understanding your rights does not create suspicion. It strengthens your ability to respond appropriately and protect your future. Share this information with other lawful permanent residents who travel internationally. Staying informed helps prevent avoidable complications. If this video reached you before your next trip, use this knowledge to prepare properly. Monitor official updates, consult qualified immigration professionals when necessary, and stay aware of how travel can affect your status. Your green card represents years of effort and opportunity. Protect it with preparation and accurate information.